Hey, FUB community. Going to do a quick video today on one of our automation triggers. So we're going to be taking a closer look at each of our automation triggers. Today we're going to look at our call trigger. So I'm in our workflow, select the call trigger. So this will trigger anytime a call is logged in follow-up auth. So we're going to go through some of the possibilities of what can be set up with this. So we're going to take a look at the data. We have date and time of the call, who created the call, the lead record, the call was logged in, all the data in the lead record. And now we have specific data on the call. And so we can filter by any of this info, which allows us to do a few different things. So some of the things we can do, if it's an inbound call and the duration is under a certain amount of time, indicating that the call wasn't answered, we can then trigger an action plan to return the phone call. If the call came in and the person was in a pond, we can create a task for our inside sales agent to return the phone call. If it's an outbound call, we could use the duration of the call to make our smart lists more dynamic. So instead of a one-size-fits-all approach where you always follow up in 7 days, even if you get voicemail, you can use the call trigger to make your smart list dynamic, where if it's on a weekly list and you call and speak to the person, you'll drop the lead off for a week. But if you call and it's a less than 95-second call, then you schedule the follow-up to happen in a couple of days. So now let's go to our utilities. So with utilities, we can do a date calculator or a math operator. And so a couple things we can do here is, if you could set up a counter for number of calls in a row where you don't speak to the lead. So maybe you decide that if your team makes 10 or 15 calls in a row that don't result in a conversation, you want to move the lead into a pond automatically for non-responsive leads. So now you can have a custom field for unanswered calls in a row. And every time a call happens that's less than 95 seconds, indicating it went to voicemail, then you add 1 to that number. And then when it hits 15, you can move the lead into a pond automatically, or maybe apply a tag. And then some of the actions that are available. We can apply tags. We could populate data to custom fields. So you could populate a date if you want to track when the last conversation was. Anytime a call happens that's over 95 seconds or 2 minutes, you can populate the date to a custom field showing the last conversation. We can trigger action plans or automations 2.0. And then some of the other things we could do are, we can trigger Zapier. We could send out an email notification. So maybe on a inbound call that's a missed call, you send an email notification to the assigned agent, letting them know to return the phone call. We have Slack notifications coming soon. So those are a few things you could do with our call trigger. We'll be doing a video for each of the triggers over the next couple of weeks. All right, thanks everyone.